Y'all, it is a very, very, very exciting day. We have a bed frame. I'm so excited. I've been sleeping on the floor for far too long. As of today, we've got a bed frame. We're off the floor. This is great. This is exciting. I'm not going to lean against a wall anymore. I'm going to be able to see from my bed out into the view of the beautiful world. It took a while, but we did it. She arrived. The delivery drivers were so nice. They brought it all the way up for me. And now I'm going to build it. But first, I need to tidy up my room, sweep it, mop it, get it all looking clean, and then build the bed frame. Potentially open this, discover that I need a drill, and then just have it sit around my room for another 2 months until I figure out where to find a drill. But hopefully not. Hopefully it will be straightforward and within 1 hour I'll be sitting on my bed. So these Swiffers are like everywhere here. I see them just like at so many people's houses and then also just at like restaurants. And I had never seen a Swiffer before, but honestly, I'm on board. They're so easy to use. I've also ordered a vacuum cleaner. That's not going to arrive until this weekend, so I would be using that if I had that. But in the meantime, I am a low-key fan of the Swiffer, particularly like the mop feature. This wet Swiffer. This is what I'm a big fan of. Easiest mopping situation out there. Honestly, I feel like I never mopped previously, but because this is an ad for Swiffer, jokes, it's not. I now mop like once a week. Oh my god, this is so heavy. Oh my god, I can't have one guy carrying this up all the stairs. Holy shit. I don't need no task rabbit. Okay, these are like the funkiest looking things. They look like both yo-yos and like Beyblades. Very cool.
A few moments later.
So, can confirm I should have task rabbited this. It's been like 2 hours and I have not completed it. I didn't have a screwdriver, borrowed a screwdriver from my neighbor, but then I was screwing into the little holes and it's really tough and I'm struggling, and my roommate came and helped me and she was also struggling, and there's about like 20 more screws. This is the situation. I'm pausing here. I'm done. I'm either going to have to get someone in to help tomorrow or like a little electric screwdriver. Instead, I will be sleeping on this side of the bed. But we're done for today. I can't deal with this. I'm done. It is 2 days later and I'm back with a vengeance because I have a power tool. Very kindly was able to borrow this from my neighbor. As I was taking all of the IKEA boxes downstairs from this bed, there were a lot, and he very kindly helped me pack them down and put them into the recycling bins. And then we got to talking. He has a kid also called Georgia, cute little coincidence, and power tools. So he kindly lent me them, and now I am doing this bed with a power tool, and oh my god, this is so much easier. Like, jokes that I was going to do this by hand, that's just silly. Already I've done 4 in the time it took me to do like 1. So I'm actually going to finish this bed today, and I didn't need to get an air tasker, and I'm feeling very confident and happy and satisfied and independent. I made my bed. That took far too long. Okay, I'm very satisfied that I have a bed. Honestly though, I don't think it's right. Oh well, I'm just gonna make do. Like here is great because I get to see out the window. I got lots of support to like sit like this in bed and read my books, and like right here is perfect. This however is higher than I thought, and so when I sit on a desk chair on the other side you can't actually see fully out the windows, and I thought, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I have a bed. I like this position right literally exactly here. And other than that, it is so random. Oh man, took a bit of a risk. Yeah, not sure the risk has paid off. And that's okay. We learn, we adapt. For now, this exact corner here, I've got a wall to lean against here, I've got a wall to lean against here. I look out at the view and I can really enjoy reading my books in bed. Damn, why can't this room be a normal size, a normal shape? Ay, ay, ay. All right, we're gonna make do. I'm really bloody proud that I made this bed. Also, electric, whatever that's called. Electric drill. It's a vibe. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this before, but they have electric versions of screwdrivers and they're so much faster. All right, I'm exhausted. This has been far too long in the making. I can't wait to go to sleep off the ground tonight. This morning I went for a run, and then when I finished up outside our flat, there were all of these like magazines just piled up like next to the trash can, but kind of like left out in case someone wanted to take them. And so I collected them, I brought them upstairs, and then I came home from work today and my roommates and I are going to do some vision boarding with the magazines, which I think is the cutest thing ever because it's just like, it's Monday night, it's very spontaneous, we're all home, we're all just sitting around, and I figured, you know, we've got the magazines, let's have fun with them. We're all very like creative and artsy as well. So we're about to do some vision boarding, and I think, I don't know, it just like really lights my little soul up and makes me so happy that I can do this with my roommates, and this is something we can do together, and it's just like how I want to spend my time and my energy. So let's do some little vision boarding. Okay, we've just finished vision boarding and we have cut up a lot of paper, made a little bit of a mess, and I am so surprised by how much fun I had doing that. Also, the magazines were very like fashion focused, and a part of me as I was starting to flick through them was like, what is in here for my vision for summer? Like, this is not giving that vibe. But there was actually a lot in there once you have to start go searching and like you create meaning out of things. Also crazy because we all used the same like 5 magazines, but all have such different visual styles and obviously vision boards. So low key, that is like an amazing Monday night activity. I feel so energized. And now we have all decided to just pop them on the wall temporarily as like reminders of our little visions. We put them around the corner from like the main living area, but also it's like an area that like we walk past all the time because it's next to the bathroom. So every time you go in to take a shower, you can kind of like check on your vision board and see if it's like coming to fruition, if you're manifesting it. I'll show you quickly all of our cute little vision boards. Oh, isn't that just like girlhood personified? This makes me so happy. There's nothing I love more than a vision board and just like general girl things and crafts. I'm just so proud of us all for doing this and making time for it. And it was so cute to spend time together as well. So honestly, maybe TMI for the internet, but you know what? I'm proud of my vision board. We've got the horse here because it's the year of the horse and I'm a Sagittarius, so kind of a big deal and like a big year for me. Also, like I found this in one of the magazines. What are the chances? I've moved here. It's happening. Gee, because that's me. So like all of this is like happening right now. I definitely want a lot of summer bikini action, lots of water. I want to hike mountains. I want to make it fun and party sustainably. That's my favorite one because partying in New York is a lot of fun. I also want to feel good. I'm like definitely like thinking about all the food I'm eating and staying like nutritionally full. And then also I found like this image of someone making jewelry. What are the chances? So I definitely need to do more of that. Continue my Pilates, a cosmic connection. I think I sent this to my friend I made recently here, and she was like, I'm your cosmic connection because we're both Sagittarius, born on the same day. So like she low-key is, but it's funny because when I wrote this, I was maybe thinking of like more of a romantic partner, but then I was like, no, the friendship is way more important. And my friend is my cosmic connection. Change your environment. I just want to like remind myself to get out and about. Yeah, and never like stop exploring. Yeah, and just like nature and general vibes. But that's enough for now. That's my little vision for my spring and summer. It also feels very spring and summer coded visually, despite the fact that these magazines were from like who knows when. Also, on the topic of, I guess, vision boarding and manifestation, this is kind of what I manifested for myself. Like in an ideal world, I wanted to live with women who I really got along with and cared about, and also like had similar interests to me and wanted to do similar things. So the fact that like I'm vision boarding, that is like an activity I would want to do on my own or with girlfriends. And I just like, I don't know, I feel like really grateful that as I was vision boarding, that was like the manifestation of what I wanted when I moved to New York City and like what I would want to do and spend my time. And so that's like really beautiful. And I'm just, yeah, really happy, y'all. I'm having a really good time. Why, hello there. As y'all know, I was always going to take my time with doing my bedroom. I wasn't gonna rush through anything. And yeah, I've definitely been taking my time. I think I've been here for like months now and still just have a bed. But today, I have a desk coming, which is very exciting. Will give me a space to do jewelry, which I have been very much putting on the back burner whilst just enjoying and being here. And instead I've been doing a lot of like YouTube and work on the dining room table here. But yeah, that changes today. I've got the desk coming. And there's one other big update that I haven't shared yet, which is that, okay, not that big, not that dramatic, but the room, we did the pink for a while. We didn't hate it, but it definitely made the room feel really small and like tight. And as you know, she's already very thin. So I decided to pay someone to come and paint it white. Very annoying that management wouldn't cover that cost, even though it was like low-key their mistake. But I just cut my losses and got it painted white. So now you can come see it. And I think it like makes the room feel a lot more brighter and airier. And I guess like the silver lining is, although it cost instead of light gray like it is out here, at least I got to choose white and have a white room now. And yeah, I feel like it's more spacious, and then once I get some art up there, it'll look even better, and I'll continue to make it my own, slowly but surely. Like I said, I'm not rushing. I'm also just trying to live life. And yeah, sorry for how long this probably exaggerated furnishing of my apartment is taking, but I'm also scattering a lot of like random New York City things throughout because obviously I am just continuing life. Also, this is a canvas I found on the side of the road that was being thrown out, and canvases, they be costing. So I picked that up and I'm gonna paint it white. And then I think I'm just gonna do the same like painting I had in London with the whole like splotchy colors and the Matisse cutout inspired thing. I feel like it was quite easy to do and very effective. I got so many like lovely compliments on like Zoom calls with colleagues as well as from y'all. So really appreciate that. It gives me the confidence to do it again. And here she is with her white room. So much more spacious for how small she is. I gotta get these off actually. The painter put those on. So yeah, she's all white. We got a desk coming in here. I'm still down with what I decided, which was to have the desk here and looking out. I actually love sitting in that bed and looking out at the view. And then I've also got all of these books here. I've got these floating shelves to put up on the wall here, and I feel like it's just like a really cute little alcove where the books can be, just hanging there. So yeah, we've got our white walls. Got a Sonos, that's cute. And then we've got the desk coming in, and I'll put it here, and then I need to get a desk chair as well. We got a desk. Tight fit, but it's in there. And this is what we're doing with a very long room. Very thin. I've just discovered the perfect spot for my phone. There's a latch on my window here, and the phone sits perfectly with its own support, and I get all this natural light, which is amazing. Today, welcome to the day. I have been feeling good, but I have a lot of internal things going on up here. I have a lot of thoughts. I went for a big walk this morning, I journaled, I meditated, and the thoughts are still going on. So I am going to instead of just like sit here and stew on them, I'm gonna go out into the world and do a day and do something purely for me, very like selfishly, but like not that selfish. Just kind of do the things that I know I love to do and that feel good, and hopefully take me out of my head and into the world, and just like, I don't know, make me feel more grounded and centered. So one of those things is going to a gallery, because I love spending time in galleries. I love experiencing and seeing art. I feel like it really distracts me. And the Guggenheim is a gallery I have not yet seen, but it has been on my vision board, my Pinterest boards, like my whole life. Like I am so excited to see the Guggenheim Museum and to see the building, and then also an exhibition that's on at the moment, which I've been kind of like putting off going to the Guggenheim until this exhibition was on. So I am gonna go do that, and it's gonna feel really good, and I'm really excited, and it's gonna get me out of the house. And then I'm like gonna be on Central Park, and I think the cherry blossoms are still popping off, so I'll drop in and see those. And yeah, maybe I'll go get some tea as well. But yeah, feeling good, but also feeling very like lots of thoughts going on in the head. So I'm excited to just get out and do a lovely day for myself. I've also spent a lot of time with people, which I'm so grateful for, and I am more extroverted, so I do like spending time with people, but equally I haven't had like a me day in a while. Just time with my own thoughts and to sit with myself. So I feel like a gallery is just like the perfect setting for that. So yeah, this is your reminder, I guess, if you haven't done a day just for yourself, where you've done something that brings you joy and fills your cup up, to go do that. Let's go do the day. I'm going to bring you along, because also I personally love vlogging on my own. That's like my preferred way of vlogging. So it's like very joyful for me to bring you along for this. Let's go. I have 3% battery, so if my phone dies, that's why. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to get home without Google Maps, which is gonna be a first. But I believe in my ability to do it. The Guggenheim was great. The building was beautiful. That whole spiral thing, very cool to walk up. Exhibitions were like so-so. I've definitely seen like better exhibitions at other galleries, but I loved the building, loved walking around. I did love some of the pieces of Carol Beauvais' works, like the steel that looked like it was just effortlessly crushed, and then obviously painted that pastel-y color so it looked like a pastel of sorts, even though it was made from this really bloody industrial material. That contrast was very cool. And then there was also a piece that looked like a hanging lounge, which was another artist's work that she loved, and she recreated the couch and then had the couch in the exhibition. And I thought when I saw the couch, like how random it was, I was like, what's that couch doing there? It does not go with the aesthetic of this place. And then you got to the end of the exhibition on the 7th floor or 5th floor, or whichever one's the top, and there was that hanging artwork with the beads that had the shape of that couch, which was an artwork she loved from back in the day. And so she had that in the exhibition and then had recreated the inverted couch itself and put that there. So I thought that was really clever. I also learnt that she is based in Red Hook, or at least her studio is, in Brooklyn. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, it was lovely to walk around and spend some time in. I wrote a lot of notes out as well. And now it's like a beautiful day, so I'm sitting out in the park and I'm gonna journal because my phone's gonna die soon. And I forgot to bring my extra charger. I 100% thought it was in my bag. I got to like 4% battery and decided to start charging it just to learn that I don't have one, and that's okay. I'm gonna get to go phone free in a moment, which is great. So I'm gonna enjoy the sun and the sunshine, being phone free, journaling, reading my book, and I hope you have a lovely day, or do something nice for yourself today that helps you feel recentered and regrounded and in line with like your thoughts and your body. All right, bye.